It's a bomb, Alfred. A well-armored one.
Oh dear. In that case, sir, should you really be standing quite so close?
I'm going to set up a remote link to the Bat computer and hit it with every virus we've got. Once we're hacked in, I can expose the core and defuse it with a controlled explosion.
Very good, sir. Though I should warn you that the militia has already deployed a platoon of its unmanned tanks to stop you.
They won't.
Sir, the virus upload has destabilized the device. If you move too far away and lose the connection, it will flatten everything within a 10-block radius.
As you predicted, sir. He's trying to defuse the device. The drones you requested have been deployed.
We need those bombs in place, Sergeant. They're deterrent.
I know, sir. I'll stop him dead. Rattler down! Multiple drones offline! What the hell was that?
The enemy's acquired simultaneous strike capabilities. Think faster.
Drone feed offline.
Hit back!
Damn it! Rattler's taking damage! We lost the drone unit in the cauldron!
The bomb's payload is exposed. I can use the power winch to trigger a controlled explosion.
You think that's it, Dark Knight? I've got this whole city wired to blow. Try and disarm the explosives, and you'll face even more of my drones. You see, I've waited years. No one is taking this from me. They'll get a charred crater if they try.
Sir, that warning was broadcast publicly. I suspect the Arkham Knight wishes to discourage outside intervention.
Alfred, the Arkham Knight's trail leads into Miagani Island. Lower the Mercy Bridge.
I can't, sir. We're locked out.
The militia must have hardwired into the transport control system. Find me their access point.
Right. Tracing the network traffic, it seems to have all been rerouted to Grand Avenue Station.
Then that's where they'll be. I'll proceed on foot and take over their access point. I'll contact you when you're able to lower the bridge.
Be careful, sir. Miagani Island is rife with militia drones and troops.
Listen up, man. We control the bridges, but Batman can and will adapt. Stay alert. Watch the skies.
He despises you, this Arkham Knight. What did you do, hero, to enkindle such hatred?
The station's crawling with the Arkham Knight's militia. I need to clear them out and find the access point they're using to hack into the transport network.
Me. With the shock. Good. We're gonna need it. You think he's coming? Oh, I know he is. Arkham Knight just kidnapped his friend. We got the drone. He's not catching us off guard. He better not. Batman accesses that terminal. I don't know what Scarecrow and the Arkham Knight will do to us. So what happened? The chemical factory blew up, but I don't see any giant clouds of fear gas. Batman happened. He went in there, tore through 3 units of our guys, nearly captured Scarecrow, and stopped the explosion. Damn. So he's as good as the Arkham Knight says. Yeah, he is. There's no way Batman's gonna attack us here. So, if the Ace chemicals off went bad, shouldn't we be bugging out? No, Arkham Knight and Scarecrow have a backup plan. Tonight's not about one being off. It's about...
They have a small surveillance drone circling the rooftop. It's equipped with an energy weapon. I need to be careful. I can disable the drone if I take out the soldier operating it.
Freaks play their hand. Bat won't be able to keep up. What's that? Sure, I saw something.
Too quiet. Think something's moving down there. Could have been a rat or something.
These islands are mine, so are the bridges. I'm in control. Get used to it.
Where is he? Guy's like a ghost. Yeah, freaking angry ghost. The knight just kidnapped his friend. It's not our fault. We were here. Would you keep calm? We'll get him. How does the Arkham Knight know the police commissioner's daughter was working with Batman anyway?
Bring that car onto this island, Dark Knight. See how long it lasts.
Give me a status report, guys!
What the hell? I'll get him down and see what's wrong with him. What the?
I don't know. May have been the bat, but he's gone. What happened to him? How do I know?
Maybe he fell?
He's over there! Come on! He went this way! He's underneath us! In the floor! Nothing we can do here! There's something down there! Nothing there now.
Son of a bitch! 3, 2, 1! Burn, Batman!
Nothing we can do here! Spread out and find him!
Using the floor crates? Good move. Here's mine. Batman's under the floor. Destroy those crates and flush him out.
Deploying thermobaric charge! 3, 2, 1! Burn, Batman! How'd he get another one? He's making us look like idiots. This isn't good. No, it's not. Leave him! We need to look out for ourselves!
You're a creature of habit, Batman. Let's see if you can break it. He's picking you up from the vantage point. Get him line on there now!
Oh, God, no! Man down! I'll shoot him down and see what happened. I'm coming for you, freak!
How's it going over there? You see anything?
Nothing! Me neither!
I'm gonna check on this guy. Let's be quick.
How many is this now? This is number 4. How the hell are we gonna beat this guy?
How am I supposed to know? Nothing we can do for him. We spread out, get revenge.
Mine those vantage points!
Moving to mine the vantage point.
What?
Keep looking. We need to hold this position. If we look, something at you.
Glad you're putting up a fight, Batman. I expected nothing less.
With the Arkham Knight's men taken care of, I can use their uplink terminal to lower the bridges.
Isn't that Barbara's job? Oh, right. In all the excitement, I almost forgot. You don't really believe old Jimbo's gonna forgive you if you save her. He holds a grudge, Bats. I should know.
Alfred, I've re-enabled the bridge controls.
Marvelous. I'm rebooting the network now.
Forget Scarecrow. It's time to face your one true nemesis, Batman.
Oh dear. Is that who I think it is?
Enigma. Contact me when you're ready with the bridge.
Riddle me this. Why would a Batman visit an abandoned orphanage?
Eddie, sweetie, you confused me with Robin. The big guy and I aren't all that close.
Oh, I know! It's because of what will happen to his feline friend if he doesn't get here in time. Shocked, Dark Knight? Stunned? You didn't expect this, did you? That is because you are no match for me, Edward Nygma, the Riddler, and your intellectual superior. Did you think I would just forget our last meeting, Dark Knight? You humiliated me. I know you will not beat me this time. It is utterly impossible. You cannot do it. I have won already. I will mock your attempts to solve my conundrums. I will stand triumphant over your bloodied corpse. And as the dim light fades for good in your tiny dullard's mind, your final thought will be how I have bested you. Come to the orphanage, detective, or she dies.
At least when Riddler's on the billboard, you can tune it up.
The bat creature's still at large on Miyagani Island. I'm going to hunt it down and take a blood sample, determine who or what it is.
I think this is gonna be one special Halloween. The others. What have you done with them?
Your concern is admirable, but if I were you, I'd do a bit more worrying about yourself.
I don't know if you're figuring it out yet, but this don't end well for you. What do you mean? Hey, I think you might hit him too hard on the head. What I mean is your stinking pathetic ass is about to come to a stinking pathetic end. You gonna kill me? Give the man a prize. Yeah, we're gonna kill you. What do you think we got you out here for? Your conversation? Tonight's the...
Alfred, run analysis on the blood sample I just uploaded.
Right you are, Master Bruce. I'm searching for possible matches now. How you managed to get this sample is beyond me, sir. Ah, here we are. The blood is heavily mutated, but we have a partial match, a Dr. Kirk Langstrom.
Search for any properties in Gotham owned or leased by Dr. Langstrom.
Certainly. Let me see. Ah, he and his wife lease a basement laboratory in Chinatown. I'm sending you the address.
What will young Barbara reveal about your fears, I wonder? What secrets can I coax from her terror-stricken mind?
All right, riddle me this, fellas. What do you call the guy?
Gangs down with that. I don't know.
A hero, that's what.
I don't get it.
You wanna break the bat? Then forget Scarecrow, Blueface, Penguin, and the rest of them.
Control, we got a visual on Batman. He's kicking butt. I wish you guys could see this.
Riddler has Catwoman. Tell me why.
I don't know anything. I swear. I just tied her up and left her inside.
Why? What's Nigma's play?
I got a clue. I just brought her here and planted some of those trophies nearby. That's it. You gotta believe me.
I do.
Batman? That had better be you, and you had better be sorry.
Keep still. Are you okay?
Perfect. What little girl doesn't dream of being bait for her strapping Dark Knight?
We're leaving.
You might be, but I'm not.
Ah, both contestants are finally here. Tonight, folks, we've got riddles galore. But first, let me introduce my beautiful assistants. I'm growing tired of my dependence upon the least useless dregs I can scrape from Gotham's utterly uninspired underbelly. Why rely on others for help when you can design, program, engineer, and manufacture it yourself?
Here, take your pick.
What a pair you make. Together, you're just competent enough to survive. Enjoy it while it lasts, Dark Knight. I have more in store for you than hidden things. No doubt you enjoyed that, Detective. It's the most fun you'll have all night. You see, Dark Knight, this feisty, felonious feline has been fitted with a shiny new collar. With each challenge you complete, you'll get one little key. Collect every key and the kitty goes free. Remove it too soon and the kitty goes boom! But don't despair, Dark Knight. You did one challenge already. So let's see how long it takes for you to turn a running start into a stumble and fall. Take that rocket-fueled roadster and head on over to Chinatown, Detective. Your second test is waiting.
I'll be back soon.
You'll be back right away. Guys like Eddie let me be until I started playing nice with the bat.
No, 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 kitty cat. Walk through there and there'll be a whole new set of paintings all over the orphanage walls.
What are you waiting for? Do I have to get my claws out?
A challenge beneath Chinatown. Fine, Nigma. I'll play your games and I'll win. Selena's life depends on it.
Don't keep me waiting.
Sir, I've regained control of the bridges.
Good work. I'll contact you when I'm in position at Mercy Bridge.
Well, Batman, old boy.
I need to go back to the bridge to bring the Batmobile onto Miyagani Island.
The incompetent friend who got herself kidnapped, or the incompetent friend who got herself kidnapped. Personally, I go see Eddie's latest contrived death gauntlet. I'm sure he went to a lot of trouble. Besides, you can't save all of Barbara. I killed half of her already.
I should have been at the factory. I'd have stopped the bat. I saw it with my own eyes. It looked like some kind of flying dragon. You sure it wasn't Batman? Nah, it wasn't no man. Out there, see those cars racing around? When are we gonna get some action? Don't tempt fate. This is an easy gig. I like it that way. Hey, Batman! What the hell are you doing? Tempting fate. We're right here. Don't keep us waiting. You got a big mouth. Part of me hopes he flies down here and shuts himself.
I've had worse.
Well, Dark Knight, eager for more? It's humbling, isn't it? The opportunity to even glimpse my greatness, the dawning realization of just how insignificant, how unworthy of note you really are? These trials are my masterpieces, Detective. When I have defeated you, they will become monuments to my genius, testaments to your stupidity. Crowds of school children will pack themselves in this elevator, eager to see for themselves the place where the Dark Knight was defeated. They won't understand a thing, of course, but they'll come. so elegantly simple that even you should manage a feeble grasp of the premise. You must provide power to this board, Detective. Detective? Need I remind you that Catwoman's life hangs in the balance? You know, Dark Knight, on balance, I don't think you're going to figure this out. Oh, Batman. It seems you're far too attached to that fancy tank of yours to solve this one.
The remote Batmobile controls.
This isn't just a test of intelligence, Dark Knight. It's a test of skill. Ah, what a fall, and what a fool. Well done, Detective. Your true calling as a third-rate circus stuntman becomes clearer by the day. Well, well, you figured it out, or blundered your way to victory. Time to help Catwoman with her key. Now then, Detective, hop on the pressure pad beside me. Listen carefully, Dark Knight. Your friend's life depends on it. Back in the orphanage, a series of glass cabinets have appeared in front of Catwoman. Isn't that right, my dear?
I see them, Eddie.
Good. One of those cabinets, my dear, has your first key inside. The others, they contain less useful keys. Keys that will unlock the admittedly slight contents of your skull all over the orphanage walls. Your job, Detective, is simple. Figure out which cabinet
Okay, Batman. Let's see if you're as smart as they say. One down.
Just this once, I've lowered the count on Catwoman's collar by 2 digits to account for Batman's earlier success. I could have simply started the count on 8, but, well, 9 lives? I couldn't resist. Now, Catwoman, celebrate your survival by telling Batman all about the exciting orphanage development. Celebrate orphanage development.
No, you do it.
Now, Kitty. Kitty.
Why, Batman, there's a big, mysterious green door.
Yes, there is. Come back to the orphanage, Batman, and I'll let the pair of you through it. Well done, Dark Knight. You should, I hope, be beginning to comprehend the breadth of the tasks ahead of you, the sheer scale of the gauntlet I have thrown down. Or perhaps not. Perhaps you're feeling cocky. Perhaps these early victories have filled you with false hope. Well then, ride that wave of smug satisfaction all the way back to the orphanage. I'm waiting. Orphanage.
Gotham's a big place. It's a whole lot of darkness. I'm ready for you.
Control, drone spotted in Kingston. Falcon 4 out.
I seen the cloud floating above it. Looks nasty. You know they say that's where the Joker became. You know, the Joker. That's a myth. Some people are just born crazy, and he was one of them.
Welcome back to the Riddletorium. Do not fear. Your friend has not been harmed. Before I allow you to see her, however, riddle me this. Riddle me this. What kind of question can only be asked upon reflection? Good luck. Good luck. No, Dark Knight, you're way off the mark. The mark. Close, but it's not quite on the dot. Dot. Well, it seems you have earned the right to see your friend. Why, she'll be as surprised as I am that you've made it this far.
Oh, good. You're back. Eddie wouldn't show me whatever deranged parlor game he's got waiting behind that door until you arrived.
I'll get you out of here.
I'm sorry. Do I seem testy? It's probably something to do with the gorgeous necklace Eddie picked out for me. Have you seen it? It explodes.
Oh, I do hope you two are getting along. Because you'll need to work together if you want to find the key hidden in here. Find the key.
Well, this looks creepy. Someone's been reading Feng Shui for serial killers. Oh, great. Extra trapped. As if the collar wasn't enough.
Oh, Batman, Catwoman, neither of you is getting out of there without the other's help.
Oh, look. It's more of Eddie's homemade friends.
Your mockery is pointless, Cat. I don't have any friends at all. You simply won't solve this one unless you can see things from each other's point of view. Well, there we go. It's settled. You're not quite as dumb as each other. Congratulations, Batman. Catwoman, you're lagging behind. Oh, Dark Knight. I can barely describe to you what a pleasure it is to see your brow furrow over the simplest of conundrums. I do apologize for not creating a riddle that you can merely pound into submission. Here, why don't you take out your primitive frustrations on my automated assistant?
Bring it down!
Well then, it seems you've earned another key.
This is going to take all night, isn't it? Well, that was fun. At least I got to hit something.
How are you holding up?
I'm fine. I don't need your concern. Just your help getting this thing off.
I wouldn't celebrate just yet, you two. Dark Knight, my next challenge can be found beneath Elliott Memorial Hospital. Conveniently located for when you pass out due to mental exhaustion.
Mental exhaustion.
You still haven't apologized.
For what?
For Eddie treating me like a white hat. Like one of your sidekicks. You know, half the crooks in Gotham think I feed you info.
You do.
Well, yeah, when there's something in it for me. They think I'm doing it on principle.
Hey, Bats. When did Catwoman get...
Riddler's next trial's in Bristol. He's losing Alfred, and that makes him dangerous.
And perhaps the real challenge is tolerating his relentless self-aggrandizing commentary.
Oh, you're not still torn up about Talia al Ghul, are you? Come on, it's been months. Even the worms that ate her corpse have probably forgotten about it by now. You're all really gonna turn down this fine opportunity for romance just because I blew your last girlfriend's lungs out? Take a tip.
I need to go back to the bridge to bring the Batmobile onto Miyagani Island.
What is it with you and not saying his damn name?
Don't act like you ain't scared.
Okay. Batman. There, I said it. See, where is he? Nowhere. That chump's gone too. He knows what's good for him.
Alfred, I'm at the bridge.
One moment, sir. I should probably warn you, there's a significant militia presence ahead.
Duly noted.
I managed to access the files Miss Gordon was working on before her abduction. It would seem she found a weakness in the drones, sir. A direct hit from the Vulcan gun on their sensor array should destroy them with a single shot.
Sergeant, Mercy Bridge is being lowered. He's coming.
Bomber drones online and ready to engage.
Tandem charge warhead, designed to penetrate the toughest armor. I've got surprises too, Batman.
He got a drone. No! Alpha target just hit a Diamondback. Armor breached. Arkham Knight, come in. Defense is breached. He's moving onto Miyagani Island.
Not now, Sergeant. Establish roadblocks. Lock the island down.
Batman, you think me so easily defeated? You think some corrupt beast factory was the only weapon I had?
Drone offline. We lost one, sir.
He's making you look like a fool.
Alpha target wiped out the drone unit in Kingston. Can't wait to see Batman and the Arkham Knight go toe-to-toe. Batmobile spotted! Kingston! Direct hit on Rattler. Armor still holding. Alpha targets hit a drone. There's more where that came from.
Control, the militia have deployed an explosive near the botanical gardens. All units stay clear. Over.
The Arkham Knight's vehicle swerved and crashed up ahead. Car's empty. The Arkham Knight must have taken Oracle and moved on. I should examine the vehicle more closely. The car veered off an empty road. Why? Looks like the driver wasn't wearing his seatbelt. I should find the body. Traces of pepper spray on the right side of the driver's face. Oracle must have been in the passenger seat and deliberately caused the crash. Clever. I should check the area where she was sitting. The door was torn off during the crash. If I can find where it came to rest, I can determine exactly what happened. Pinpoint where she landed. Got free of the vehicle before the crash. Oracle stopped here. Someone took a shot at her. I should analyze the point of impact for ballistic evidence. The caliber of the weapon is a match for the Arkham Knight's sidearm. The trajectory and impact velocity points to a shooter that matches his height. At this range, he couldn't have missed. A warning shot. I've missed something. Oracle knew she couldn't escape, but she caused this crash for a reason. She must have left a clue while crawling away. Lucius, Oracle left me the scrambler device at the scene of the crash. Decrypt the data so I can pinpoint the Arkham Knight's location.
This kind of thing was more Miss Gordon's specialty. I'll see what I can do, but it'll take me a little while.
I'll meet you at Wayne Tower when you're ready. Alfred, give me an update on Gotham's Most Wanted.
One moment, sir. Right, these two are just in. A mysterious hooded figure has been spotted on a rooftop in Grand Avenue. He appears to be standing beside a burning bat symbol, sir. It might be wise to establish whether this interloper is friend or foe. Reports are also coming in of a blaze at the Bristol fire station. One suspects arson, sir, as the power to the building has been cut, disabling the fire suppression system. You may wish to investigate.
Riddler's next trial's in Bristol. He's losing Alfred, and that makes him dangerous.
Perhaps the real challenge is tolerating his relentless self-aggrandizing commentary.
Doing control. There's a body on a rooftop in Kingston. Doesn't look good. Falcon 4 out.
Found him!
Where's he gone?
Commencing area search. I've lost the drone.
There you are!
Drone down.
The preliminaries are done with, Dark Knight. I hope you understand that. Oh, had I so wished, you'd have failed before you had even begun to comprehend the very first hurdle. But no, no, no. I wanted you to know the full extent of my brilliance, you understand? To fully appreciate my superiority. But now, well, I'm not going easy on you anymore. Another racetrack detective, but please, do not let its unique peculiarities crush your spirit. Well, shall we begin? No, Dark Knight, you are not losing what little grip you had on reality. You've merely entered a brave new world of my design. You incompetent boy racer. I control these. That ceiling applies 300 dead bats of pressure, Detective. I invented the measurement myself. Is This exciting, Batman? An invigorating, adrenalizing thrill? Well, it's supposed to be a serious test of skill. I built this course in a sewer, Detective. You needed the home team advantage. Oh, Dark Knight. That looked like it hurt. Did it? Very good, Dark Knight. Again! Careful now, Batman. You didn't go to all the trouble of painting that thing just the right shade of black in order to scuff it. Is it a car? Is it a tank? Who cares? Soon it'll be scrapped. That's it. I'm cranking it up. 500 dead bats of pressure. You know, I think the wheels on that thing might actually be as thick as your skull. Feeling claustrophobic, Detective? Get ready for the final lap. What a fitting end for you, Detective. A stain on my floor. Try and avoid the descending ceiling, Dark Knight. That's several tons of metal slamming down upon you, Dark Knight. You may wish to avoid it. I can see it, Detective. You're miscalculating corners, swerving through straight. It's time. 1,000 dead bats of pressure. Another lap would be the end of you, Dark Knight, and I can't quite bring myself to stop the fun so soon. Your next key awaits.
Oh, good. The fun part.
Ready to die, my dear?
And here we go.
Congratulations, Catwoman. You proved yourself able to follow simple directions. I must say, Dark Knight, that your desperate fumblings have exceeded my admittedly rather meager expectations. I am impressed. This must be how naturalists felt upon observing chimpanzees using tools for the first time. Did you know, Detective, that the cleverest chimps can even obey simple instructions? It's true. Let's try it, shall we? Go to Gotham Casino for your next test, and I'll give you a banana.
strike initiated! Kingston unit offline!
Oh, Detective, I can't tell you how pleased I am that you're playing along with my little game. You literally cannot imagine what it's like to be so intellectually removed from the rest of the human race. I couldn't honestly say you offer me a battle of wits, Dark Knight, but your feeble resistance makes a pleasant change from the instant capitulation of everyone else. Oh dear, Dark Knight. What a pity you couldn't bring the Batwing to this one. Hurry along, Dark Knight. This isn't rocket science. Stumped, Dark Knight? I can see your brain flying through the possibilities. Come now, Dark Knight. Don't force me to eject you from the chamber. Eject you from the chamber. Dark Knight. Since you insist on dressing like a flying rat, I thought I'd put those abilities to the test. The only mammals capable of flying, since all you do is glide, is actually a variety of squirrel. Contrary to popular belief, very few bats survive on blood. Most species subsist on disease, whereas you bats live on undeserved praise.
I can't leave Catwoman alone to choose the key. She'll die without my help.
More cabinets. Great. I love this part.
Riddle me this. What has a cape, a cowl, and can't be trusted not to get you killed? I've always fantasized about your mistakes killing you, Batman. But this does have its appeal. Which cabinet, kitty cat? Kitty cat.
Okay, time to possibly maybe die. Well, this is not how I wanted to spend my night.
Another key collected. I trust you're not giving her false hope, Detective.
Oh good, more fun.
Well, Dark Knight Detective, you have passed another test. I cannot help but admire the spirit with which you have thrown yourself into a task for which you are woefully under-equipped. I almost feel guilty when I contemplate what's coming, but not so guilty that I'm going to call it off. Head back to the orphanage, Detective. Another of my riddle rooms is waiting.
I'm going back to the orphanage. Celine is waiting.
I can only imagine what cruel game Mr. Nigma has in store for you in this trial.
We need to get back in the car. It's under attack. I can't leave while the Batmobile is under attack.
Confirmed strike on target.
Adler.
How are you doing?
Can't fault the entertainment. Eddie just lectured me on the 13 innovations that let him pack this collar with his custom-designed plastic explosive.
You must be honored.
At being what? Your motivation? Come on, the next puzzle room's waiting.
Greetings to my costume contestants. Your next challenge is simple. Guide an electric charge to its destination. I hope the varying amounts of pressure don't get to you.
Another one? What's Eddie's problem?
Fanatic narcissism, egocentrism, and megalomania, crossed with severe obsessive compulsion.
Thanks.
Don't mention it.
Hey, don't shove.
The counterweights move further when I step on the pads.
You are getting older. Maybe it's time to add a few extra notches to the utility belt. Move over, would you?
Congratulations to the dementedly dressed duo. Your key awaits. Oh, but what's this? An electrified floor?
Electrified floor?
You do it. You still owe me for Arkham City.
Goodness, you figured it out already? Well, you better grab that key and be on your way. Meet the second generation of my android allies. I've built a variant specifically tailored to each of your dubious abilities.
Leave the red ones to me. Stay with me.
All the danger of battle combined with all the fun of riddle solving. You can thank me.
I'll take the red one. The red ones are mine.
There's more where that came from, Batman. I built a highly efficient production line. Production line.
Your death was inevitable, I'm afraid. A statistical certainty.
Goodness, you figured it out already? Well, you better grab that key and be on your way. Meet the second generation of my android allies. I've built a variant specifically tailored to each of your dubious abilities. There's more where that came from, Batman. I built a highly efficient production line.
Leave those ones to me.
You know what, Detective? I'm glad you solved this riddle. Because it takes you one step closer to the riddle that kills you.
Riddle that kills you.
Eddie really hates you, doesn't he?
He's an ego-driven narcissist who can't let anyone else win.
Gee, if only you'd met under different circumstances.
His obsession's getting worse. He's going after my allies.
Ally? After this, I think we should dial it back to known associate for a while.
This was nothing, Dark Knight, nothing. A new trial awaits you, Detective, by Divinity Church, and I'm waiting too.
So Joker dies, takes half the crime in Gotham with him, and I don't hear from you for months. What's... Ugh.
Great news, Bats.